Hi, I have an idea for a business and I'm thinking about partnering with my friend on it. I'll probably be putting up most of the money and she'll be really good at the sales side of it. So the question that I have is, do we need to have some sort of written agreement about who's going to be doing what and how we're getting paid? And does this agreement need to be notarized or does it need to be some sort of formal contract?
All right, good question. And that goes to the heart of what we do in this area of law quite often. If it's not helping people form businesses, it's because there's now been some disagreement as to how the business was supposed to have been ran. And one of the biggest ways that comes up, Morgan, is when people disagree on who's supposed to put in the money and who has a right to take out certain funds. And so absolutely you need to have a written agreement. And what it's called depends on the entity that you form. If you are in a partnership, it would be a partnership agreement. If you're in an LLC, it would be an operating agreement. But those documents do the same thing. They set forth who's to make contributions and in how, what amount and how often, and how the partners are to get paid. And they absolutely allow you to do something such as having one partner in the business to put up the capital, whereas another partner is doing the labor or lending some sort of expertise. But the key is to have all of that in a written agreement before controversy arises so that everybody can agree, or at least is clear going in, what the expectations are.
And I guess you can't anticipate everything, but are there some things that you've encountered that are people wish they would have thought about at the onset of a business?
Oh, absolutely. The biggest thing is what happens whenever the business ends or somebody wants to leave. That's one of the biggest things. When somebody, either a partner unfortunately sometimes may pass away, or if a partner in the business perhaps is going through some family problems and gets divorced. Those types of things come up, and then the question arises, how does the business handle that? Because what you don't want to do is end up being business partners with the ex-spouse of your former business partner.
Come on, that could work.
You know, that doesn't usually work very well. Or if your partner were to pass away, then what happens? And sometimes people are able to figure it out and be reasonable, but in times like that, people are not always rational.
That's
and
right.
it's always best to have it in writing before you get started.